week on NBA 2K TV. It's the 2K TV Challenge Special. Watch as members of the 2K community take on this impossible feat. Plus, 2K20 event news and your top plays. Welcome to a special 2K TV.
Deep in the heart of Texas, San Antonio, the scene for the Pacers. The talented duo of Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis. They're locked in and ready to go as they get ready for action at AT&T Center. Pacers, Spurs, coming up next.
Sports pregame show. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, a pretty equal matchup tonight. They're hoping to grab a road win, a yardstick game as they try to reach that next level. And tonight, LaMarcus Aldridge will go to work. Shaq, you played against him. Talk a little bit about his game.
Listen, his game makes me hungry. You know why?
Why?
That bread and butter is money, unblockable shot. And he's out of some range. Pretty good ball handler as well.
Wow, made me hungry too.
For bread and butter?
Yeah.
Gee, you guys must be starved.
We are.
We are. We've been sitting here for an hour and a half pregame, but, you know, he's accepted his role at center. Get it? His role? Bread and butter? You're missing, Ernie. You're missing it.
I hate it when you do that role playing.
Okay.
Here's Kevin Harlan. Yeah, you saw that too.
I did.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Warren in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Poeltl at center. DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Now, when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Nice D from Warren. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. It's a three-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
Here's DeRozan, following the basket by T.J. Warren. From the line, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Kev, this team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now, here's Brogdon. Oladipo outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Passes it to Pirtle. Now DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Murray against Brogdon. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Murray. Lets a floater go. Good work defensively by Turner. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
And the Spurs making a change here. Gay's checked in. Oladipo hits them both. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Gay outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
The first one falls.
And Gay, just so difficult to guard, skilled with his ability to shoot it, and still explosive at attacking the rim.
That one is no good. Pacers leading by 5. Oladipo outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Aldridge. Back to White. Gay with no one around. Sabonis grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 7. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution for the Pacers. Jeremy Lamb.
To the inside. No good from Gay. Indiana leading by 7. Outside, Lamb. At the elbow, it's Turner. Brogdon against Murray. A floater and the layup by Brogdon.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And there's the pass to Purtle. Gay against Lamb. Gay can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And the shot is good. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Purtle. Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. Malcolm Brogdon, number 1.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 17-6 run. And Oladipo kicks to Lamb. Up top, Sabonis. Dishes to Oladipo. And Purtle sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Purtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And doors for the Pacers with Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis. 2 talented young big men. Does that make it a log jam at that center position?
I don't think on the offensive end there's a problem. Both can space the floor with their shooting. Sabonis is an exceptional passer. I think the challenge is on the defensive end, and the reason being both are exceptional defending close to the cup.
And the first one drops.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Jakob Purtle. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays. And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
TJ Leafs checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Turner.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Spurs trail by 13. And here's Mills, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Pass to Gay. Here is Forbes, led by Lamb. Hit his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. Trey Lyles checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. The shot by Gay. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Indiana leading by 13. Lamb with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now here is Holiday, covered by Mills. Leaf passes to Lamb. 6 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, Greg, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
So it's the Pacers now, following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt. Puts up a three. Lamb, good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Gay. Unloads from 13. Count that bucket. Gay's got 5.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Bitadze. Fades and shoots. The rebound by the Spurs.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Mills looking it over. Rudy Gay on the wing. Offensive rebound, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
That free throw, no good. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Mills following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Deep two from Carroll. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. In third, the Pacers.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And he sinks the second. 1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Now here's Gay. He had 10 points in the win against Orlando.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here's Mills, down by 12.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Mills. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Lamb. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it. Not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, it's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. He's off on the first. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, two guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are two of the most complete, dominant, two-way big men in today's game.
Now here's Murray. He had 16 points in the win against Orlando.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
The Pacers making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Pacers leading by 12. Brogdon outside. The pass to Warren. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Warren. And that one goes long. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Brogdon. Here's Turner. And Poeltl sends it back. And he gets it back. Spurs trail by 12. Murray outside. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup. Murray's got 5 now.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Murray against Brogdon. Passes it to Sabonis. He dishes it to Warren. Over to Rosen. Indiana again missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Spurs have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
One shot.
Free throw good, Murray. Here's Brogdon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Pass to Oladipo. And White with the block. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Pirtle, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Aldridge. Just 2 to shoot. Fade away. Misses off the right iron.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris, not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end to end.
Spurs trail by 10. Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Brogdon, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. And Warren, here we go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Aldridge.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Aldridge dishes to Murray. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Well, there's a certain aggressiveness and assertiveness with which Victor Oladipo approaches the game. That's a pretty play through contact.
Now here's Murray. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. But they'll get another chance. And it's good for 2. Aldridge has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Brogdon, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Outside DeRozan. Pulls from the top of the key. The shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Murray surveying the D. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The pass to Oladipo. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes to Murray. And here is Pirtle. Pass to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Brogdon. Here's Sabonis. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Down by 12. San Antonio calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Love watching Gay stroke it from there. His in-between game is strong, measures it perfectly.
Here's Bitadze, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From the arc. And no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here is Forbes. Pass to Wiles. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Bitadze. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
1:37 left to play here in the half. Gay outside. Here's Forbes. And the 3 off target. Indiana leading by 10. Right side Holiday. Here's Bitadze. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Mills. Makes it off the glass.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the pass to Oladipo. No good on the triple.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And up the court come the Pacers on the break and finished off by McDermott.
Well, we know that Doug McDermott will run the floor hard in transition, trying to get himself into position to finish.
And here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
And just a nice job there to shake free of the D inside and then drain the jumper.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Pacers. They're up by 10. And we'll be back with you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say, keep doing what you do.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Spurs trail by 10.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Derek White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Here's Murray after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Pirtle. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Sabonis, the pass to Brogdon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Brogdon. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in assists, 6th in steals, and how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here, leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Now, here's Warren. 6 points for him. Indiana needs to get a shot off. From deep three-point range, the shot by Brogdon, no good. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
For San Antonio, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And that one falls for White. Lamb, he's checked in for Indiana. And both free throws good for White. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Brogdon against Murray. Passes it to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over DeRozan. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 6 points.
This is a real strength of Domantas Sabonis' game. He has such nice, soft touch.
Murray against Brogdon. Pirtle kicks to White. Pass to Aldridge. DeRozan trying to get open. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge. Brogdon with it. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Sabonis finds Warren. Back to Sabonis. Misses, and he wants that one back. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Murray against Brogdon. With the teardrop. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Brogdon. Outside Warren. Back to Brogdon. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now, here's Brogdon. From 12 feet out. Here's Sabonis. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's White. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. And a change for the Pacers. Leaf checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Outside Warren. There's Here's the pass to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land.
From about 16, and it's San Antonio with another.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
A different look now for San Antonio. Damari Carroll comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the Pacers also making a change. Holiday's checked in. Now here's Lamb. He has 5. They need this. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now here's Mills, guarded by Holiday. DeRozan surveying the D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
And like watching Gay get aggressive with the defense, making them whack him there on the way up.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Pacers making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
Now Holiday, he's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. On defense, the Spurs. On the wing, Lamb. He's got 5. There's Bitadze, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here is Forbes, covered by Lamb. Gay kicks to Carroll. Here's Aldridge. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Miles checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Oladipo comes in for Doug McDermott. Can they get it? San Antonio with the rebound. Gay dishes to Mills. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Gay. Inside. Lyles passes to Carroll. Clock at 4. And Turner with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now here is Holiday. Outside, Lamb. Pass to Turner. He kicks it to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look. Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5.
Oladipo against Gay. Oladipo goes in. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Boy, this is why Oladipo is becoming a tough cover. Even on the drive, he's able to power shots in past the defense.
And you know, Doris, there were some medical red flags for Turner that may have caused him to slip a bit in that draft.
Yes, but I think he has alleviated any of those concerns. Credit him and the trainers for developing his core and for this young man paying the price in the weight room. He's gotten stronger and stronger.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Mills. Got a hand on it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Gay. He's got 13. And it's sent back by Turner. Holiday goes in, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Miles inside. He's against Turner. 5 on the clock. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. Pass to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. It's Oladipo on the wing, covered by Mills. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Indiana.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
On its way from Oladipo for 2. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Now, Victor Oladipo has a lethal offensive game, and he knows when to fill it up.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers going on a 13-0 run to end the period. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Sabonis and Turner up front. That's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. Now, here's Sabonis over Gay. Sabonis, no good. Gay finds Carroll. Back to Gay. Mills with it. This one for three. Sinks the triple. Mills has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for San Antonio. Now the pass to Sabonis. Now Oladipo. Back to Sabonis. Oladipo against White. Turner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that ability of Miles Turner to draw that foul to me is about him carving space on the interior. Really well done.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Turner.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Lyles. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Damari Carroll. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Then for the Pacers, T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Gay, and he makes that one.
And really the strength of Gay is impressive. Easily bouncing off the defense while still finishing the shot.
Brogdon against Murray. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from DeMar DeRozan. White against Oladipo. Passes it to Brogdon. Six to shoot. Good work there as it goes. And the Pacers lead by 5. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And DeRozan kicks to White. Gay inside. Defended by Sabonis. Oh, that's blocked.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Brogdon. It's not going to go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. DeRozan in the corner. All alone. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Gay comes over with a double team. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. Again, Brogdon missing.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And it's sent back by Turner. Warren against DeRozan. Outside Warren. Here's Turner. Sabonis trying to get open. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Warren.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Miles Turner using that size to his advantage.
Pass to White. Outside DeRozan. Gay. Sabonis grabs the board. Pacers leading by 5. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Murray. And that one's good by Gay.
Gotta admire the fast release of Gay. Once he has the ball in his hands, he's looking to shoot.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Well, you love the aggressiveness of Domantas Sabonis, attacking and using his size to his advantage.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Spurs trail by 8. The pass to Aldridge. Tries again. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass. And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there it is for him.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. And here is Brogdon. And Pirtle sends it back. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And the shot goes in.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Brogdon. On the wing, Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight. Spurs trail by 8. Murray outside. Sabonis against Aldridge. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one. Nice D from Sabonis.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The combination of sheer muscle and speed of Victor Oladipo. You can't stop this guy. So excellent at finishing over aggressive defense.
One shot.
That's good from Oladipo.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal. I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren. Spurs trail by 9. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
And it's White missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
5 to shoot. Takes the 3. But they get it back. Here's Aldridge. That one, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. Oladipo against White. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Misses the baby hook.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Murray against Brogdon. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. There's the dish to Oladipo. Over in the corner, Warren. Shoots over DeRozan. A rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Indiana leading by 11. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Pacers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Miles Turner.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Clock at 6. Here's Sampson. He's guarded by Johnson. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Shot's good by Lyles. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Vitadze. And so the Pacers take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man, experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.